Cut in total professional comfort. Husqvarna. Available now at Hometown Motors Incorporated, 818 Eastern Avenue, Chillicothe.
With Mark Weber, challenging night for you. You and I talked briefly before the contest, and you had some young ones this year. And that first game, you had mistakes, you had turnovers and that sort of thing. Put yourself in a little bit of a hole, but you came out in the third quarter, and it looked like you started to establish yourself with the running game.
Yeah, that's what we've traditionally always done. We're just trying to find ways to be creative and grow as a program. I refuse to just go back to our old ways and just 4 yards in a cloud of dust. I refuse to do that. We got to find ways to be creative and grow as a program and appeal to some of our speed guys, and we'll continue to do that. It's just going to take time. It's going to take effort. It's going to take people believing in one another. So when you put the ball up, bad things can happen, but we are going to need to pass down the road, especially in like playoff situations where they're stacking the box. So week one, you can learn in week one and not be affected. We will have a totally different team in 8 weeks because there's these young guys. I look out there with 5 freshmen on the field. 5 freshmen on the field at one time. That's crazy. Which is good for us. I mean, they're highly talented freshmen, so you have to have patience with them. You can't tear them down and not build them up. You just have to have patience.
Look, inversely,
believe in what you do.
What you have when you have youth like that, you can't have like what Chillicothe had tonight. They had a number of kids who contributed.
Right.
And your more experienced kids, they're keyed on a lot more, I guess.
Right. Yep.
Is one way of looking at that.
Right, yeah. I mean, they have a ton of talent, so hats off to them. I'm worried about what we're going to look like in 8 weeks, not week one. Sweet, okay, great, keep growing. So you put 19 points up, it's better than laying a goose egg. That'd be terrible if you came out here and waited, So we had some things that worked and we had some things that definitely didn't. When you're young, we got to learn.
And with that youth, I saw your talk with the kids afterwards. You talked and met with each one of them individually. That's part of growing as well, isn't it?
Right, for sure. So we always do that. We look them in the eye, give them a handshake. Regardless of your play on the field or regardless if you didn't play, you're all important, and we love our dudes. A lot of my guys have had brothers through the system. I've been here now, 13 years, so I've maybe even seen 2 to 3 brothers. So it's like they trust in that we'll get it right. We always have. So, but we can't be overconfident on that. We just have to keep working and doing what we know works. I know scrapping your system because you lost by 10 points would be a really bad idea.
Yeah. Agreed.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. So. Now, of course, you've got Logan next week, and how often do we say you want to see the most improvement between week 1 and week 2?
Right, yeah, so that's what's kind of weird. Our 2 scrimmages have been phenomenal. We really looked really sharp and to point. So then, you go into week 1, and you don't look that way because the lights came on. It's like the actual competition. So I think you'll see improvement from week 1 to week 2. I would think so.